welcome to episode number 24 of the Soggy Kookaburra podcast. My name is Kathy. I'm coming to you from a small town in North Wales where I live with my husband, our teenage son, and our three cats, Pickle, Puka, and Pumpkin. Puka is settled quite happily on top of the wardrobe, and I think she'll probably stay there. Anyway, today is Easter Sunday 2020. I have my coffee. So grab yourself a brew. If this is your first time joining me, thank you very much and welcome aboard the Crafty Train. And if you are a returning viewer, massive thanks for tuning in again. I have got lots to share with you. Like many people, it's been a very strange time here in our house, in our community, with work. Up until Friday, I've been going into work every day, so not much has changed. But as of Tuesday this week coming, I'll be working from home. Stuart, my husband, is still working, nature of what we do, key personnel, all that sort of fun stuff. But I'm not going to dwell on the current situation because I'm all about the positive and all about pushing through and doing the things that we love, which for me very much includes crafting, knitting, etc. Anyway, I've got lots to share with you. I've got finished projects, I've got works in progress, I've got some other random stuff, I've even got some stash acquisition. So, how's about we start? If you'd like to find me on Instagram, it's Soggy Kookaburra. I regularly post pictures of my crafts, things that I'm working on, things that I've finished, as well as all the meals that I cook because I love to cook, and also gratuitous pictures of cats. Okay. Enough yakking, let's get on with it. So first up, I'd like to show you my finished pair of socks for my dear friend Maria. So I know that this is only one, but that's because I sent the other one as soon as I completed it down to Maria because she's only got a teeny tiny little foot. And I was convinced that these were the wrong size, that they were going to be too small. But she tried them on, she sent me photographic evidence, they fit. So this is the second sock of the pair. Isn't that lovely? It's called the Peacock pattern. It's just a free pattern on Ravelry. And I'll tell you what yarn it is. I've got it here somewhere. It's Knit Picks and I got it from, oh crikey, there it is. I got it from a dear friend of mine, Maggie, who sent it to me last year. It's Knit Picks Stroll Tweed Sock Labs, pink tweed. There we go. And that's 65% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and 10% Donegal, which I presume is the tweedy bits. So this is the finished project. Unfortunately, it's not really showing true to colour. It's actually a lovely blush pink colour. And it's not really showing that, I don't think, on the picture, probably because it's funny light outside. But I'm very pleased with it. They're very cute. And I really like this pattern as well. It's almost lacy. It's a bit more complex. Well, not complex, but a bit more textured than the Hermione's Everyday sock, which is my usual go-to for textured socks. But I enjoyed it very much, and I do think that I will be doing this pattern again. So that is finished project number one. I'm very, very pleased. They'll be heading their way over to Maria this week. Second finished project. Oh my goodness, these enormous mullet socks. So these socks I've been working on for close to 6 months. My poor husband, he just gets put to the bottom of the pile when it comes to knitting. These are fabulous. I just love them. They're from Unique Yarns. It's a paired set, so they're supposed to match exactly, which they more or less do. I call them mullet socks because they're business on the top and party on the bottom. Very pleased with them. They fit him perfectly. He's very happy with them. I think he'll be delighted when I tell him he can now wear them. Really basic, simple vanilla sock pattern. Nothing outlandish or weird. What I've found with Stu's socks is he just fits them so beautifully when they're just vanilla that I'm loath to change it because they're comfortable for him, and he does wear the socks that I make him quite regularly. He wears them to work and, you know, all the rest of it. So, yeah, really pleased with those. Really pleased they're finished. And now they can go in Stu's sock drawer. So, yeah, really pleased with that. I just love those colours. Aren't they cool? So definitely recommend that yarn. As I say, it's Unique yarn. And the matching, they come in 2 little matching cakes. Anyway, so that's finished project number 2. Finished project number 3, something a bit different. I've been diamond painting. So I've finished 2 of these now. So this is the first one. Now you're never going to be able to see the sparkle like it is in real life on the camera. But there's a set of 3 and I've done 2 of the 3. I really, really like these. And I've just bordered it. I've just put them on little canvas backings that I got from like Home Bargains, I think, that were about £3 for a pack of 3. And I've just bordered it in some washi tape that I had, just because the picture was slightly smaller than the frame. Quite pleased with how it's come out, and I've put little gems on the corner. So yeah, so that's the first one. And then the second one that I've finished is this one here, which I love just as much. Really, really pleased. Really pleased with these. They shimmer and they sparkle. Not doing a very good job of showing you because my hands are in the way. So as I say, there's 3, so there's 1 more to do. And they don't match exactly, but they do have a similar theme. It's this mandala look. So yeah, pretty happy with those. So they're my 4 finished projects. I suppose you can count this as 2. And I have a big fat pickle cat here. You say hello? No, Mum, I'm not. I'm gonna jump. Fluff everywhere. So they're my finished projects. And of course I've got half dozen works in progress on the go. But I've been working particularly over the last couple of days because of course it's a long bank holiday weekend here. So 4 glorious days off. And with this whole isolating thing that we're all having to do right now, well, it's the perfect excuse to stay home and knit. Not that I need an excuse, if I'm honest. So, again, looking for the positives here. So I've got another pair of socks I've been working on. Haven't done a huge amount of this. So this yarn here, I've shown you this before, and I used my fantastic Swift that I got for Christmas, and ball winder. Isn't this fabulous yarn? Oh my goodness. So this is Heritage Paint Cascade Yarns. I bought it when I was in the States. It is number 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, made in Peru, and it is rainbow mix. I think maybe Paint's rainbow mix. The tag's a little bit cut off. So that's the yarn, and it is fabulous. And I have to say, I'm loving how it is knitting up. Oh my goodness, how wonderful are they? They make my little colourblind heart very happy because I can see all of these colours. Probably they're a lot brighter than what I see them as, but so these are for my friend Helen, and I have to say I'm enjoying knitting them very much. I'm just doing a plain vanilla sock because this yarn is so busy. I think if I put any sort of texture or pattern on it, it's really going to detract from the funkiness that is the colours. So yeah, I really, really like those. Tell me, do you think they're really bright? I mean, to me, they look fairly muted, not like garish, but like I said, you know, not having the best colour vision in the world, it is entirely likely that I'm not seeing that as you see it. But it is tremendous fun. I like this micro striping. I don't think I've knit with a yarn that does micro striping quite like this before. It's just, yeah, fabulous. Really like it. So I've not done a great deal on that, literally just knit down. I'll probably do another inch and then start the heel turn on that. And that is living in this gorgeous yarn bowl that my dear friend Emma made for me, which my cats did knock off the bookshelf and crack, but I've managed to fix it. So long as I don't hold it by that bit, we're all good. I do love yarn bowls. If you haven't got one and you are a knitter, particularly if you have cats, I have to recommend them because it does stop the balls from rolling all over the place and providing endless entertainment for the cats. So that, work in progress. Second work in progress, and this I have just been playing with all of last night. So that yarn that I made those pink socks on, the Knit Picks, I had quite a lot left over, and I got to thinking I didn't really fancy making another pair of socks out of them, but I had a look in my stash, and one of the yarn balls that I bought when I was in the States is this lovely colour here. And I would love to tell you what that yarn is. Hang on, it is Huntington Valley Yarns from Webb's, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And does it have a colour? It's called 21 Mauve. I wouldn't have said it was mauve actually, but then what would I know? And you can see I think they go together quite well. So I thought I would push the boat out and do a bit of stranded colour work. So I started a sock head hat. So you can see the way that this yarn pools is really interesting. And obviously you don't get that effect on the socks. On the socks it's quite a nice sort of striped effect. But on this, it's got these kind of blodges of colour, which I actually quite like. I think they're a bit organic. Anyway, never mind that. I decided to do some stranded knitting with that. So you can see I've just done a really simple, just mind all these stitch markers. They're just breaking up my little, because it's a 12, like pattern is 12 stitch repeat. So I've done that. Now I don't know that it shows enough contrast, and what it's got me curious about is how it would look if I had just a plain yarn and a plain yarn rather than this kind of different sort of yarn that's, I don't know what you call that, variegated. It's got colours anyway. So I don't know, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm kind of making it up as I go along. I just drew up a graph with some pattern to see how it would look. I'm quite pleased with how it does look, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to do another maybe centimetre of just the plain and then maybe some stripes, or I might repeat the pattern. I don't know whether that might be too much though. It's one of those patterns I think that does look better if you're a little bit away from it. I think when you get too close, I stop seeing the pattern and just see stitches. But yeah, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a couple more rows and see how I feel. I might just do some coloured, like stripes of the mauve, perhaps, just to tie it all together. I have a feeling that doing another row of the pattern might just be a bit too much for this, especially as I'm not going to make it very slouchy, so it's not going to be a huge hat. There's not going to be a lot of fabric there. Obviously I've got a huge hem, so that will fold over. So yeah, quite pleased with that. I've not done a lot of stranded work. I quite like this one because it's got very short floats, which because I've never done really any significant amount of stranded knitting, I was a bit nervous about having long floats. I have no idea how to like catch it behind, though I suppose there's YouTube videos for that, isn't there? So yeah, I'm really quite pleased with that, and it does make me want to do something a bit Scandi. I've got some really nice yarns, some sort of creams and jewel tones, so like dark sapphire blues and some garnet reds and stuff, and I think with a cream yarn that would look really, really striking. So maybe, in fact that's what I might do this afternoon, is go hunting on Ravelry for some simple stranded pattern socks and try doing perhaps something a bit more complex. I have the time right now, so why not? And Ravelry is such a good resource. So yeah, really pleased with that. Now, to be honest, this will just fly along because it's just got the rest of the head to go. So that will be good. And I do have somebody in mind for that, but I'm not going to share that. And that's living in my rainbow yarn bowl that I made. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. Quite like that. So they're what I've been working on and my finished projects. And I also I was very, very lucky. So you've heard me talk about Chimera yarns, or Chimera crafting, they're called. That's the lovely Becky up in the northeast. And I bought some gorgeous yarn off her, which I showed you last episode. Anyway, she very generously put together a little giveaway on her Facebook and Instagram pages. And I actually won. Well, I won one of them. So Becky sent me this with her little signature recycled packaging, which I just love. So congratulations for winning my Cheer Us Up giveaway. I hope you're happy with your mini skeins and that they do their job. and that's from the lovely Becky. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know I've already thanked Becky on private messenger, but oh my gosh, you wait till you see these. They are amazing. So as always, they came in the most glorious cardboard and twine wrapping. It's just so lovely. And I got, look at these. Oh my goodness. I am in love. No idea what I'm going to make with them, but I will find something. So I'm pretty sure this is DK weight. They are all hand dyed by Becky. And aren't they just the most glorious colours? They're super squishy. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to show you all the colours. Oh my goodness, I just love them. And her yarns, they just have the most beautiful vibrancy about them. Like, I wish I could show you in real life. They are just stunning. So I'm not sure, actually, with my little fetish with stranded work, I might use these for some stranded work, actually. Thinking about it, I've got some DK in my stash. Not very much, mostly sock yarn. So yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled to bits. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And if you are in the UK especially, I highly recommend checking out Chimera Crafting or Chimera Crafting, however you say it. They are fabulous yarns, absolutely amazing dye jobs. And Becky has the most fantastic business, just providing amazing locally sourced rare breed yarns to people, especially in the UK at the moment. And she is still dyeing and she is still posting. She's got a really, really good isolation friendly collection service going on with a courier, so no need to worry, everything's safe. And yeah, just seriously check them out. They're just amazing variety. She's got a fabulous Etsy store. Anyway, I'm going to stop gushing because I'm sounding a bit like a fangirl. Well, I am a bit like a fangirl. So what are you guys up to at the moment, this long weekend? Does everybody have a long weekend? Do you have a long weekend in the States, in Canada? Does it even matter? Do you know what day it is right now? Let me know what you're getting on with. What projects are you dedicating some time to? Are you using your crafting as a way to practice mindfulness? I know I am. Massive anxiety for a lot of people, including myself right now. And for me, knitting, diamond painting, anything like that is so, so helpful for just calming the farm, you know, just stopping my brain from catastrophizing. And it's, you know, it's a great opportunity to catch up on your crafting. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now and I'm going to get this posted today. I hope that you have a wonderful Easter, if you celebrate Easter, or a wonderful bank holiday if you have a bank holiday, or just a lovely time of year, and take advantage, if you can, of this period of enforced quiet. I know that it's not easy for a lot of people, but we take what we can and make it positive where we can, and that's very much what I'm trying to do, and I hope that you'll join me in that. Anyway, have a wonderful week, have a wonderful month, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Kookaburra, happier life.